So the first part of programming language is the memory organization of the C program. Given a memory like this, it can be divided into three parts. That is the static memory. And static memory, as the name suggests, is static and is given a particular space in any memory organization. And the rest of the memory is divided into the stack memory or the heap memory. Now, in static memory, it helps us to store all the function code that we have written. It helps us to store the global variables, static variables, and string constants. And it is allocated in the compile or the load time. After once the compilation is done, the function code helps in calling up different functions. So so anything stored over in the function call, like in any function, in any function. So we have auto or local variables, we can have function calls. So if there is a function call, there has to be a return address, and this are getting called in are using the formal parameters. So there are access link and temporaries also there in the stack memory. Okay, and once stack memory gets filled up, you can just imagine the stack memory getting filled up from one part and the heap memory getting filled up from another side. And in this heap memory, it will only store when there is an explicit function call like a malloc or a calloc, and it will helps us to free up the space once once the use is over, using a free call function. And this actually helps in uh, storing dynamic data structures like the linked list. And one thing to remember is that starting memory gets allocated during the compile or the load time, and the stack memory or the heap memory gets allocated during the runtime. So this is the first part.